stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pulls it in, it's Ferguson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that?
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. To the air, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. 30, at the 20, inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards. Go.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Here's the return from inside, and he loses the football on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving out of the pocket. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Offense in a split backfield. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whittington. Makes a catch and knocked down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Milroe. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down, now they're staring at fourth down. Alabama quickly back to the line. That defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off, pull down, go time, got to make him play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Finds his man. It's Holden. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now got to figure out what they're doing.
The give from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
What a snag by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Defensively, you want that quarterback moving, right? You don't want his feet set. You want him to be running to try to throw the football. Obviously, a lot harder to be accurate on the run. Left-handed quarterback rolling to his left, has to square his shoulders up. Nice job by the defense, forcing the pressure, forcing the interception.
All kinds of running room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Quarterback will audible. Going up top on 1st down. Extending the play. He'll throw it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Spits it out to the back. Good timing on the quick out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He's going to pass. Buying some time. He'll try to... and the ball slipped out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. The Ducks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the 1st drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this 1st half.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Milroe. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A run for the quarterback. Crosses the 10. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown tie! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's up.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
what an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 21, Alabama 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Calls his own number. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's now second.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's James. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. This one's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the back. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Holden. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Talk about stepping up in a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his offense. Nice job.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Whittington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Gets it out quickly. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Milroe. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback adapting. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, they'll take to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.